That's the touch point for completion. Any questions about that? Awesome. From the rope, you're going to make your way over to here to this platform. This is where your second obstacle ends. Disengage from the rope. Maintain your balance on top here. Don't fall back into that, and that's a second obstacle completion. This is called rotation. Okay, you'll get a point for hitting that one. Please try to avoid the massive mess of chalk that happened literally in the first wave this morning. If you need extra chalk on your hands, just pop. Okay? Any questions about rotation? Awesome. Come down this way. Follow Coach Casey. Obstacle number 3 is the aviary. We call it the aviary because it's made up of a bunch of birdhouses. Thanks, guys. You're going to use the Stage 4 urethane ring. You're going to use the Stage 4 Designs birdhouses, and you're going to use the heavy metal ring to make your way all the way over to this landing platform. Notice I said landing platform, not finish platform. The finish or start-finish platform is right here on the top. You must cross this plane. This flat area here is your start-finish platform. Okay? Do not let your feet slip down to this mat here. That would be a fail. Okay? These are here to help you, but use your parkour. Grab with your hands and your feet, okay? Simple parkour, dismount off of that. Any questions on the aviary? Fantastic. Moving on to Monster Mountain. Monster Mountain, you guys are gonna make your way over the top. This is your start-finish platform. Use these holds down at the bottom of the first monster tooth. Jump up and grab these holds here, or if you wanna do some kind of like, reverse jam up on the back and slam dunk it, go for it, and straight off to there if you want. If you wanna take the low road, you can lâcher from here, wherever. All these holds are in play. If you want to take the high road, if you get yourself in trouble or something doesn't feel right, there is a minion up there at the top. Climb up, grab it, and it'll deposit you right here on this landing platform. Your finish platform is here on this, okay? This is the start finish. Yes, Mike? It's not overly slippery, but it's also not super sticky. It's kind of like anything else in the world, okay? All right, this is a start-finish platform right here, which means if you come over the top here, don't immediately just run down to the floor because you need to engage the next obstacle, which is the Stage 4 space program. Any questions about Monster Mountain? None. Good. Okay. Space program. This first one, spins. Second one, on springs, on springs, on springs. Thanks for the close-up, Noah. Look, don't sleep on this obstacle. It's taken a lot of people out today. Like a lot of really good ninjas that otherwise would have had great runs. So please treat it with the respect that it deserves. Balance all the way through here, and your finish platform is up top. You need to fully disengage from this step, come up here, cross the plane before you can go back to the next obstacle. If you tack off of this and to here and your body doesn't fully cross the plane, that's a fail. You got to disengage from the obstacle, cross the plane, then you're good to go back. Everybody understand that? Good? Any questions? Awesome. Here's what we got next is the pizza cutters. This is your start platform for the pizza cutters, okay? You must at least cross the plane of the start platform. I'm not going to beat you up and like, you didn't touch it or whatever. It's just because trampolines can't be start platforms in the NNL, okay? Make your way across straight into it. From here, first pizza cutter. Second one is 7 feet out and 2 feet up. Last one is 7 feet out and 2 feet down, okay? The downforce on the last one is pretty substantial, as we saw in the last wave, okay? So just get a grip, all right? Any questions about pizza cutters? Cool, moving on. Next up, boomerangs. This is simply a finish platform, not a start-finish platform, so if you overshoot this, that's fine. The discrepancy that we had in the last one was that we had an athlete hop up on this start platform and then hop back down, okay? That's okay. You can do that. If you touch that and then come back down and then come back down, that's not okay, all right? If you get up here and you're like, oh, come back, fine, as long as you haven't touched this L bracket here, okay? L bracket, boomerang, boomerang, dismount platform, okay? These things are big, they're heavy, they're 3 inches thick, they're solid wood, and they spin pretty quick, and I love them. Don't get hit in the head with them, okay? It's a fun move. Throw big on it. Any questions about the boomerangs? Finish platform is there. You can overshoot it. It's not starting anything else. Good? All right, we'll keep rolling. From there, this way. Making your way over to the salmon ladder. Start platform is here. If you are a taller competitor and you would like to move this bar up to this rung, you may do so, okay? Give yourself some room to operate. It will be here for all of our competitors to begin with, okay? So rather than putting booster blocks in for everybody, you guys can just move it up if you want to. You're going to take this bar across and get it to whatever rung you need to give yourself a good angle to throw into the frog pond. Okay, this obstacle is called the frog pond. So this obstacle, fish market, is complete when you touch the first frog pond. So even if you don't make it, you get credit for fish market if you touch this, okay? There are 2 slots in there that are in play, the 10-inch and the 8-inch. 10 inches on top, 8 inches on bottom. They're 1.5 inches wide, okay? You can grab one, you can grab both. You can be in either or, it doesn't matter. Having made that, you're going to throw to the next one. Again, the yellow on top is not in play. That's why it's taped off. That is off, okay? Only the mouths, so to speak, of the frogs. If you stick your fingers in the holes, you're going to have a bad day. Just don't. If it happens by accident, that'd be kind of wild, and I'll probably talk about it on the live stream. But don't aim for it, because leave here with all your 10 fingers intact, okay? That's what we're shooting for. Then we're dismounting to right here, okay? Pretty straightforward. Any questions about fish market or frog pond? Both of these are hands-only obstacles. So if you reach out and you kick this second one, that would be a fail. Not allowed to kick it, hands only. If it's incidental, fine. But if you're trying to do something where you're getting it swinging towards you so you can static it, that would not be good, okay? No questions about that? No, because you've already completed that obstacle, right? So I don't care what happens to that bar. You're going to hit it. Like if you're setting up for this one and it's there, you're probably going to hit it. So whatever, kick it out of the way. Just expect that it's there. Don't be surprised by it, okay? All right, from there, we're moving on to conveyor belt. Last time of the day. Oh, boy. We got it. Just like that, ninjas, just like that. 12 hours later, here we are. It's real simple, but also it's the third to last obstacle of the course. It's just to give your hands a break, okay? Don't ruin an otherwise really good run that got you to this point by sleeping on another balance obstacle. Okay? These 2 balance obstacles that make up this part right here are kind of tricky. So feet only for you guys. Did we do hands and feet last time? Feet only, right? It's hands and feet on that one. Yep, and feet only on this one. Okay, feet only on the conveyor belt. So finish platform is here. Any questions about conveyor belt? Really straightforward stuff. Here, you can use the peg graspers, you can use the cliffhanger holds, and you can use the tops of the 4s to get yourself over, but you may not use the structure or the bearings, to get yourself over to here. This is your touch point for completion of the 3-4 defense, okay? Touch it, you've completed this obstacle. If you're still hanging on this obstacle and you touch it, that's fine. You can remain hanging on it. You're just losing time at that point and not gaining any points, so it's not an advantage. You're going to want to either lâcher or grab to this first UFO, second UFO, third UFO, and dismount to this platform. The red is like a warning. The red is not a platform. This is your dismount platform. Here's your plane. You can overshoot it if you want. It's just a finish platform. Okay? Any questions about 3-4 defense or the UFOs? Fantastic. Final obstacle is, hi Ben. You're going to start on the platform that Ben is standing on, climb up the devil steps, slide the angel step across until you can reach the buzzer, and you're going to depress the buzzer such that it causes the timer to go off. Everybody hear that? Make sure you hit that buzzer. I will not engage in debate with anyone who says, I hit the buzzer. I know you didn't hit the buzzer because the timer didn't stop. That's part of the course. You have to depress it so that it stops. We clear on that? I would hate to see you get all the way there, get super excited, smack the thing, and think, I got it, and then come down and only to realize you failed. I hate failing people like that. I don't want to do it. So I'm just going to say it right now. Hit it. And hang up there until you hear the, please. Okay. Everybody good? Awesome. You can head back into the action room to get warmed up, and I'm going to call the first 3 competitors over to the start line. All right, Caden Burden, Cody Benaway, and Zach Keenan are the first 3. Zach Fishman and Sean Arms will follow closely behind. Right, and we're off with Caden Burden. If you hear Imagine Dragons, you can almost guarantee it's like a Pied Piper's call for ninjas. They just they hear that dulcet Imagine Dragons tones. They're like, yes, I got to go swing from obstacles. Caden is currently acting in a production of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. That's kind of fun. An actor and a ninja. I'm a fellow thespian myself there, Caden. Got to give you props for that. He's very active in animal rescue. Has hand raised all kinds of animals and is currently caring for 2 injured snapping turtles. It's a bit of an odd choice to take on snapping turtles. Hopefully they're not like so bad that like their shells are cracked or something like that. Caleb, you ever see that guy on YouTube who like 3D printed a shell for an injured turtle? It was pretty cool. He like literally glued it, like he got ran over by a car, but it was still alive. Yeah, it was wild. The internet can be an amazing place. It can also be a cesspool. But humans being bros, one of my favorite subreddits. Oh my God. Caden. No wonder they call him Crash. Look at the back of his shirt. That's funny. I would have expected like Carter, to throw something like that. This guy is just, whew, coming in hot. Crash Caden. Little known story, back when Dave Kavanaugh and I used to train all the time, probably like before season 6, I think, 5 or 6. I'm inclined to give people nicknames. I gave Dave the nickname Crash Kavanaugh, and it stuck for the better part of like a year and a half until Dave sat me down very seriously one day, and he said, "Hey man, I really need you to stop calling me that because it gets in my head when I'm running a course and it makes me feel like I'm gonna fall." I was like, "Really? Like a nickname like that?" And I said, well, I'm sorry, and I haven't called him by that nickname since until this very moment where I shared the story. He will always and forever be the king of the walk-on line as far as I'm concerned. All right, here goes Crash Caden, crashing through this 4-3 defense like he's Antonio Brown or Sony Michel. And there's his time. All right. Next up, we got Cody Benaway, 4th season competing in the NNL. Cody says he likes any obstacle that he doesn't have to worry about holding his feet up, so he doesn't foot tap, which makes sense. He's one of the taller ninjas out here. And honestly, the taller ninjas, that just makes you stronger, you know? Much more ab engagement. Keep those legs up. Anybody who's tried to do leg lifts hanging from a bar knows it's a lot of weight to move around. I don't know if he picked this song, but kudos to whoever did. Greta Van Fleet, awesome band. Looking a little shaky through there, but he makes it. Onto the pizza cutters. Now he is going to have to keep his feet up on this bottom pizza cutter. Ooh, one times it. Nice. Especially here. Feet up. Wow. See? This is a man who is well-versed. Skips the first entirely, but he did tap the second one. Doesn't bother him in the least. He is getting on and off those boomerangs as fast as he can. Cody enjoys rock climbing. He's going to move that bar up to another level, which we said the competitors were allowed to do. There we go. Now he is higher than the froggy delivery, but he's tall enough to static it. And I bet he might be able to static this one too. Yeah. Now that is called using your height to your advantage, and that is going to make a huge difference. Like bump him up the leaderboard tremendously, but he's got to stick the dismount. It's good. You can overshoot it. Wow, just that move right there. I mean, almost, I wouldn't say guarantees him a podium spot, but at least top 6, I'm going to say. Well, he is taking a bit of time here, and we do have some speedsters coming behind him. Jumps to the second one. Man, this guy can just cover some distance. There he goes. Ooh, a little ahead of the center line on that UFO. Way ahead of the center line, actually. Man, that one he's got dialed in. All right, 20 seconds left. And there he goes. We're going to get our first finisher right here. And there we go. First finisher, 13 obstacles, 2:36. If we had made that time limit 2:30, he wouldn't have finished. Next up, Zach Keenan. All right, next up, member of the Action Ninja team, Zach Keenan, semifinalist in Season 1 of A&W Junior. Zach known as Bones around here just because of how smooth he is on the course. Very few things rattle Zach on a course. He's not the biggest team competitor, but he moves very smooth. That's it. Got his dad, Tim, on his sideline. Tim, the owner of Strive Ninja Fitness, another Nina facility down in Franklin, Mass, right down the road. Very nice. Zach gets the drop and right off, and you can just see whether it's dismounts, mounts. Thought about getting some chalk, and then no. Zach, first time on these boomerangs, trying to find this right swing. That was it. Gets it dialed in. Nice. Around the bend he goes. Now, moving very quickly. 1:40 left to go. As he moves over to Fish Market. He is ahead of Cody's time. But remember, Cody was able to static this. But Zach, if he gets the second one, takes an extra second on that. Yes, here we go. Sets up that swing. I want to say that was faster than Cody. That was. He's now opened up a 20-second lead on Cody. In a mask, by the way. Comes through here. Touches it. Okay, so still ahead of Cody, but that's really not the game here. Cody completed. So maybe that extra effort kind of threw Zach off a minute. There he goes. Clamps on it now. Oh, he just went a little too fast. He didn't have to. He has a 30-second lead on Cody. Man, and it was right up there on the board. If his dad could have turned around and see just what that time was. That was ridiculous. I mean, I talk about Zach being one of the fastest ninjas out there, but I mean that just showed it. A 30-second lead on a kid who's way taller than he is, who just threw down the first completion of the day. Wow. Can't say enough good things about Zach Keenan. He's one of the good ones. All right, next up, another Zach. We got Zach Fishman. He's got Coach Jordan on the sideline. I think there he goes. Gets those hips down. Not sure where he ended up these days. I believe Zach's been down at full send quite a bit lately. I feel like his family's involved with the newest ninja gym to open in the Boston area. Ooh, just comes right in. Good. That's it. Nice, right over top and back. Now this has got to be looking pretty tight as well. I'll be interested to see where he is when we start getting some comparison numbers, if he gets within striking distance of Zach Keenan or Cody. He's run into a little trouble here. He's got to fix that angle. Oh, too far away. Yep, that was just the wrong throw on that one. I like that long angle down the line because you can really see the ninja's hips, and you can see the difference between it's not just a side-to-side angle. It's back and forth, too. You have to account for your hips moving away from the obstacle as well as towards it. Now Zach's throwing against the froggy delivery. Kicks. We had mentioned during the walkthrough that salmon ladder bar was going to be back there, and they were going to kick it. But now he's just in his own head a little bit. See if Coach Jordan can get him calmed down so he can really show what he can do on these last few obstacles. Zach's a really strong ninja. He's got to elevate through this guy, get up on the top of that 4, pull himself up. There you go. There you go. Clamps on it. Nice. Circle hips around to get himself set, and then the same thing that Zach Keenan did. Just tried to short throw it, came up a little short. All right, next up, we got a firecracker loaded in the can. Sean Arms, followed by Jacoby Herman, and then just for a sprinkle of fun, we got Penny Keenan making an appearance in the teen division. Haven't seen Penny compete in a while. Look forward to that. But that's 3 away. We got Sean Arms up first. Now, Sean and Jacoby chase each other around Vitality pretty frequently. They're constantly you know, seeing how fast they can go. And Sean was already one of the more accomplished ninjas, even as a preteen. And now that he's moved up to the teen division, he is ready to go. Oh, he's fighting for it. There he goes. Didn't want to give up that position. Straight through. Nice little bump move there. Might be one of the first people we've seen do that today. Sean's got all those little moves in his pockets. He never wastes a swing. Always prepared. But still, a second behind Zach Keenan. Still a second and a half behind Keenan to this point, but yeah, just floating around. They're going tit for tat here. First time on this obstacle for all these ninjas. This boomerang has to line up, and Sean gets his arms around it. Has to get the dismount. All right, now slightly ahead of Keenan now. He pulled a second ahead. If you remember, Zach Keenan was very smooth through the froggy deliveries. Sean sticks it just as well there. Ooh, now he's opened up a 3-second lead on Keenan. Second swing there. Gets the move there. See where we're at on the dismount. Ooh, now that lead is down to a slim under half a second. And now, I mean, now we're talking thousandths of a second. These guys are close. If Sean can get through. Remember, Zach did that move where he reached up real quick and touched that UFO. That could come into play here. Because Sean's taking a lot of time to get there. He just can't get his hips to move around. And this is why I love this obstacle. These ninjas whose hips are the source of all their power. Oh. That obstacle will absolutely drive a ninja nut who is as smooth as Sean Arms, who gets a lot of his smoothness from his hip coordination, because that obstacle hears and feels the direction that your hips are moving in, and it just wants to spin. And just spins and spins and spins. Man. Wow. But I think I might have just seen that was good enough for third place. So there we go. We'll see what happens here. Jacoby Herman, third place. Fantastic. Confirmed. Jacoby Herman up next. Now, if anybody can go tit for tat with Zach and Sean, it's Jacoby. With Jacoby. Doesn't want to make a mistake on this rope. There he goes. Very smooth through that. And that's going to open up a lead on some of the other competitors. Now, can he maintain it? Up and over that. Good when we start getting some of these in. Yeah, he's about 2, maybe 3 seconds. Ooh, we told him not to sleep on that obstacle. Excellent composure. This kid does a lot of wake surfing. He's very quick on his feet. Great balance. Good bump through there. Yeah, now he's opened up at 5 seconds. So really, it's going to come down to execution for Jacoby. He's trying to get this thing moving like a wing nut. Okay. Uses those long arms to reach out. Now he's opened up 7 seconds on Sean Arms. But again, anything can happen on a froggy delivery. Gets the first one. Second one. Where is it? Got it. These kids are so accurate. All right, now 12 seconds. So barring anything crazy here. And remember, both of those guys were ahead of Cody's time to these obstacles, but let's see if Jacoby can keep his hips under him. Sneak up on this. He's almost in position. He's trying to get there. Right now it's coming down to completion. There he goes. Now he's got it. He needs to get these UFOs. There's one. Here's two. And there it is. He is 24 seconds ahead of Cody Benaway. This is going to be your first place run right here. Slides it up and over and buzzer. Hit the buzzer, don't forget. I don't know who was yelling at him to do that, but good on him for making sure. And there it is, first place. So we got first place Jacoby, second place Cody, third place Zach Keenan. All right, with 2 ladies left, we got Penny Keenan up next. Yes, she is the younger sister of Zach Keenan. This girl is all personality and fun. We absolutely love Penny. Looks like she's grown just a little bit since the last time I saw her. Gonna get back to that step. There we go, pulls it in. This seems to be the strategy for some of our smaller competitors to get their hands on it, get back to the step, and then take the inside path. Come on, Penny. There you go. That's it. Get her feet underneath her. Now she'll take the inside path straight over. Yeah, rein it in, rein it in. Just sit. Sit your butt down. Sit your butt down. No, come on, Penny. Keep fighting. Oh, just didn't have it. So Penny is a former member of the Action Ninja team. She took a couple years off. Maybe just kind of lost her love of ninja. Maybe it wasn't as much fun as it used to be for her. She went out and explored other interests that I'm happy to tell you about right now. She loves softball and swimming. And you probably wouldn't be too surprised to learn that she's always been the shortest in her grade. So funny to hear her dad coaching her through it. She's like, you never know with Penny. Wouldn't say like course focus, sure. Having fun, always. Kick it, kiddo. There you go. Dad's right there to spot her. Okay. She's just going to kind of keep eating him up. That's a typical Penny move right there. Bypass the obstacle. Just kind of say, oh, yeah, no, I'm not really feeling this right now. Let me go do my own thing. It seems like she's content to just move till the end. Dad is still there, just willing her through it. But it is a shared experience. And as a father, I can tell you, sometimes that's the best you could ever want. It's just, it doesn't matter the outcome. It's just a shared experience with your kids. And clock's winding down. Tim said, I'll throw you up if I can. All right, next up, Jack Sullivan. Jack Sullivan's got a lot of activities outside of ninja. Loves riding his bike, street hockey, flag football, baseball, basketball, running, woodworking, and video games. When does this kid have time to do ninja? I mean, I do woodworking. It takes up most of my day. Come on, man. Get those hips over. There you go. Very nicely done. Up and over. Might might be mistaken. Looks like Jack's wearing a Neighborhood Ninjas shirt. That's great. I believe the Neighborhood Ninjas have an event happening tomorrow. I wish I had gotten more details from Casey Rothschild. But if you are on or interested in Neighborhood Ninjas, an organization that helps communities bring ninja as a means of empowering young people, I believe they're having an event tomorrow. So Google Neighborhood Ninjas, and I believe it's here in the Boston area. So you can go check them out. And while you're there, check out our live stream. We'll be live streaming all day tomorrow. There we go. Say hi to Casey. I believe Mark will be there for a little bit as well. Maybe. Don't know a lot about the event. All I know is that I had Casey Rothschild here testing because she couldn't compete in the elites, which I'm sure a lot of the ladies are happy about. Very smooth through that. Nice job, Jack. Man, if not for that pizza cutter. Really a solid run out of Jack. But it's hard to put together everything, you know? All these obstacles individually are hard enough on their own. The problem with course runnings is you got to do them all together. You have to do them all almost perfectly. Touched it. Takes it across and down. We're down to our final 8. Justin Blizzard. Justin's 4th season. Competing in the NNL. Plays soccer and does parkour. Also likes anything that requires a board. Skateboarding, snowboarding, wakeboarding. But his all-time favorite is surfing. Me and this kid have been getting along for, a few years now. I liked his In-N-Out Burger socks that he used to wear. But now I really like him. Because if you haven't been surfing yet, find a place to go. If you're on vacation and they're like, oh, surf lessons, take them. I've never had a bad time surfing. Ever. And I'm not even any good. It's just fun to get out there and mix it up, paddle into the waves, and the feeling is like no other. The rush of riding the waves, it makes everything worth it. The salt water in your face, the sand and everywhere, the paddling out, all of it. It all worthwhile for that rush of a feeling. There's nothing like it. Justin's throwing down a pretty good run right here. 45 seconds through the first 4 obstacles. There we go. Gets up to the second one. Whoa, no. Man, I thought that was going to be the smoothest dismount I'd ever seen until he just went head down too far. Couldn't quite keep it together. We talked about that downforce during the walkthrough. We made the athletes very aware of it. And again, you can be aware of it, but executing on it is a whole nother thing. Justin trying to get his hips to line up. That looked like a good line he was taking, but just couldn't quite pull those boomerangs off. Wow. All right, looking down the list of competitors that we still have yet to run. My gosh, this is some of the most experienced we've had all day. You got Michael Sherman with six years in NNL experience. Darren Moran with 6 years. Lucas and Justin, 3 years apiece. And Christian Hart with 6 years. Man, that is a lot of ninja experience. Coming up here to the edge, you expect these guys to be fast, to be composed and poised. So as we approach the top of the 9 o'clock hour here, and I believe to be one of the latest running Saturdays we've ever done. Somehow we back-ended our way into a long day of ninja. But it's a Saturday night, and I'm feeling all right, hanging with some of my favorite people in the world in the booth. There's no finer place I'd rather be than watching ninja with you and me. Here we go. Our next competitor, Zoe Wheeling. 4th season competing in the NNL. And something you might not know about Zoe, she looks like she came to us from upstate New York as well. Warrior Factory. Not sure if she rolled in with the Buffalo crew from earlier, if it's a different Warrior Factory. She had brain surgery for a blockage earlier this year, but is back to 100% and ready to compete. Oh, my God. That is terrifying. Like, I don't even know how you diagnose something like that. Man, that's, again, I say this always like as a parent, but like anytime there's something wrong with your kids, it's just, whew. Looks like she might have her dad on the sideline with her. And so I'm glad they could use ninja as a way to hopefully get her back 100% healthy. I mean, it takes a good bit of balance and brain power to get through that. So, yeah. Good for her. We're just glad to see her out here competing. We don't even care how this run goes, but it's going pretty well so far. Here we go. Set those hips and let it fly. Nice job. Can she handle the drop? Oops, she kicked it on accident. Now that thing's moving. Oh, boy, she is moving huge. Yeah, that was going to be a lot of force coming down into that. A little bit more. Now she's shaking out her hands. Yeah, man, she went hard in the paint on that one. But I'm unfamiliar. Yeah, moved her up into 3rd. I thought so. That's still good enough. And you know what? She is our final female competitor, so she earned herself a podium spot. Good on you, Zoe. Oof. And you see the impact. Whatever surgery she had, it's not slowing her down one bit. This girl is rocking this course, just attacking everything. Guess maybe after you come back from something like that, whoop, she rattled our camera a bit. That's some serious power. Now, this is going to take finesse. Finesse, finesse. Oh, fingers slipped off. Veterinary time. 6 more, Nicholas. 6 more. And then we're done. 6 more. All right. Going to get a battery change on our up front camera, probably the final one of the day. So we keep those beautiful, crisp images coming into your mobile device or your living room, kitchen, wherever you happen to be watching on this laptop. Hopefully not in the car if you're driving. That wouldn't be safe. But whoever's tuned in, we appreciate you. I'm sure these kids do as well. Next up, Michael Sherman, A&W Junior Season 2 competitor. And man, Michael's just a great kid all around. Really has worked so hard to turn himself into a powerhouse ninja. He's endured a lot the last couple seasons. Really grown up. There's a look at our leaderboard there. 2 finishers right now. Jacoby sitting in 1st place. Cody in 2nd. And Zach Keenan was so close just to miss on that UFO. But Michael could play spoiler here. He's taking a bit of a slow approach, but then just explosive. This kid's got this crazy ability to just look like he's almost standing still, moving so slowly, and then he just throws the power at you. Look at this. He's trained with Sean Arms for years. He was part of that Connecticut crew. Used to come up here all the time when they were little kids. Him and Christian Hart, Sean Arms. A lot of experience here. Let's go, Michael. That's it. Takes the drop, gets there. Now, compared to everyone else, I would say, you know, he's moving smooth. Great. His urgency doesn't look like, you know, maybe what we saw out of Sean, but then Sean made a little bit of a mistake there towards the end. That's a good hip throw. There, that's it. Jacoby always runs with urgency, and I don't think he really knows any other way to run. He's just very, very fast, very aggressive. And then Zach's super smooth. It seems like everyone wants to see Michael complete this course. I think it would mean a lot, not just to him, but to his supporters, his friends. He's got to watch that salmon ladder bar. Don't let it mess him up. Yeah, see, he felt it on that one. Now he knows it's there. Ooh, goes 1-2 on it. Smooth move. And, ooh, got to get those hips lined up for this dismount. Okay, runs right through it. Very veteran move. 6 years of experience in the NNL. This kid's seen a lot of obstacles. Starting out high on those fours. That's very smart. Not having to make the transition up at the end. It might hurt a little bit. It's not the easiest grab. I think maybe a 1/4 inch round over bit on the side of those guys. He's 34 seconds off the pace of Jacoby, but that really doesn't matter because Cody was a full, 20 seconds or so off of that pace. And then if he gets a completion here, I mean, that's podium city right there. Excellent job, Michael. All right, this is it. He's going to complete this course, barring some crazy ninja twist of fate. Anything can happen on the angel step. Come on, Michael. There he goes. He got it. Awesome. That bumps him up into second place. That'll bump Zach Keenan down into fourth off the podium. But, hey, finishing trumps completion in a set amount of time. And that's what we like to see. Always like to see completions on the podium. All right. Final 5. Darren Moran. What? Okay. Darren Moran on the course. Again, part of that Windsor crew. Yep. It ain't pretty, but he gets it done. Very nice. Up and over, yep. Darren is moving really well. So, oh, it was the space program again. I mean, if you look at this course as a whole, a lot of stuff spins. A lot of stuff moves. Very few things are static or, non-rotating, non-swinging. Really, the first obstacle is about it. It's the only thing that doesn't have some sort of movement component to it. Maybe I was inspired by this season of A&W. They keep making obstacles harder and harder to recreate with all their gadgetry and ratchets and buttons that make rings fly down and ladders and split decisions and give me a chance to catch up. I don't have $1 million budget. But there is something to be said for those types of obstacles. You know, they're dynamic, they're tricky, things are always moving. I'd like to think that that's where the sport has evolved to. It's not just not as simple as it used to be. There he goes. This kid had everything he needed to complete this course for sure, barring that little slip up on the space program. That was all it was. Dang. Well, this will certainly not be Darren's last comp. Maybe it wasn't his night tonight, but for a second there, I thought some bare feet shoes. Man, great run out of Darren. Just couldn't, that thing jumped up to bite him. All right, 4 more to go. Lucas Shenamian. Yeah, we only have like a handful of competitors. Lucas Shenamian out of Strive. It's funny, even after that run, you can see Michael Sherman already still back up on the monkey bars there in the action room. As Lucas makes his way by. Three years competing for Lucas. He's got to grab the black rock on the other side. Good. Under. Up and over. Very nicely done. There you go. Got to find his balance. Good job, good job. Nice work. All right. Lucas up on the pizza cutters. Throw it. Very nice. You can hear his coach compelling him, making sure. Squeeze it tight. Nice. There you go. I'm just sitting back and letting Tim kind of narrate this. Oh, line. He just ran out of hand power, I think. So those boomerangs, that I know they look thick on the screen. They're actually a little over 3 inches thick, rounded over, and they're heavy. They move heavy. They're hard to hold on to. Imagine trying to squeeze a block of concrete while it's swinging in front of you. Oh man, Lucas made that look easy. And one more time with Eye of the Tiger as Justin gets on. You keeping a count over there, Pardo? Okay. You're probably counting how many times I say things. I wouldn't be surprised. Man, I've been on this mic for 8 hours. No, almost 12. Dang. It's like a never-ending Joe Rogan podcast. Man, just aliens are out there. DMT is great for people. No, not that kind of show, kids. All right, and we know Justin just wants to get through this course. Looks like he's got some. I'm trying to read his shirt here. Not sure where he trains out of. Look on his file here. just says he's a Las Vegas Raiders fan. Well, okay, man. See you. Love me a little John Gruden, a little Derek Carr. Like the attitude of that team. Gorgeous new stadium there that I got a great view of when I was out at A&W this summer with a couple of my competitors. My hotel room looked right over the stadium in the back there. It was so windy outside that I didn't take a walk over, but it looked like a beautiful facility. So maybe if this young man sticks with his ninja dreams, dang it! If he sticks with his ninja dreams, he'll eventually make it out there to Vegas, and then he can catch a glimpse of that organization. I don't think when they film the Raiders are actually playing, but who knows? Things change. We just went through COVID, man. Anything's possible. Conveyor belts, they can jump up and bite you. So after Justin, we have our penultimate competitor, Nicholas. And Christian Hart will round things out for us today. Christian's been competing up here for quite a few years. Good kid. Has the potential to podium. If you look at Christian's resume, he's got 6 years of experience. So our final competitor might be able to play spoiler here. We'll have to see. You always like that at the end. Keep the drama going, you know. All right. Ninja Nick. And we're not talking about Mr. Nick Masters, the mastermind foreman behind Stage 4 Designs. He brings my ideas to life. And his attention to detail far surpasses my own. They always say surround yourself in business with people who can do what you can't. Well, I can't lay out a flooring pattern and cut it precisely and use a knife without cutting myself. So that's why I keep Nick around. He's the guy that gets stuff done. Nick sporting that C on his chest. Apparently he's captain of, or a captain of the Vitality Obstacle team. All right, Ninja Nick setting up for the pizza cutters. There we go. That's the kind of swing you want to see. Now he's got to eye this up. Oh, that one would have been the one. He's doing this great leg kick back that's kind of keeping him in line. This kid's very long, very lanky. That big back arching backswing on the first boomerang really helped to keep him in the pocket. He could have thrown on any one of those swings. Inching it up there in order to make the transfer. He's going to have to jump up to it now, looks like. He's burning a lot of time here, so it doesn't look like podium is going to be in his future, but maybe he just wants to make this move. Okay. Judging by the coach's reaction, that was a big achievement for him to get that. And he can keep going. There we go. Kick that salmon ladder bar away. Ooh, and makes it even after tapping the bar. He's almost assuredly going to run out of time here, but hey, nothing wrong with timing out if you're completing obstacles. You can always just say, well, if I had more time. The only thing that stopped me was an arbitrary time limit. There he goes. And with that, does the best he probably could have done with that, 238.75. And we're down to our final competitor of the day, Christian Beast Boy Hart. Final runner. Oof, I've been sitting on this stability ball all day, and my shoulders are tight. Caleb's got the big chair. Sitting in the boss man chair. Good move. Now, Christian, so smart. I had told him at the beginning, you have to touch the rope if you're going to do the jump. He did. Didn't waste a lot of time there. This kid is smart, I'm telling you. And he's running to one jump ahead from Aladdin. I love it. Come on, Christian. Get through this. Get through this. Things are looking real good for him if he does. All right, 212. He's a little choppier in his run, but he does have back pocket moves that he can throw. Some of these other guys might not have thought of yet. He is an outside-the-box thinker. Pauses there for a second. If he can be quick through these boomerangs, he can put himself into contention. There you go. That's the line. And down. Now he's hustling back across the gym in the salmon ladder. Don't take a lot of time. Get on that bar. Can't waste time here. Takes it across. He's going to have to come up. Oh, man, it's going to take some energy. Oh, man, he's throwing from down there. Yeah. Oh, we just, how many times have we seen that today? Oh, man. We try and we try and we try. I mean, he literally had all the moves. That was a surprising one. I thought Christian for sure. Look at this. Look how smooth he's just making his way through that. We'll leave that technique on for the Masters tomorrow, but we're definitely going to turn it off for the elites. Probably the adults as well. There we go. Do a little bit of testing in the morning and see. We don't want to completely... Don't want to hose the Masters. That was a good run out of Christian, man. Just one little mess up there. Can't hate on it. All right, here's our final leaderboards here. Jacoby, Michael, and Cody round out your top three for the men. Sophie, Georgia, and Zoe round out your top three for the ladies. But a lot of good runs there that didn't stack up on the podium. Christian's being one of them down there in 8th place. Sean Arms, again, 5th, Zach in 4th. Those were some really great stuff. And then, Zach Fishman down there at the bottom as well, just kind of had a tough day there. And then we don't even see all the ones who just got caught up in that space program. That obstacle can really jump up and bite you. But that's going to do it for us today on the live stream. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Tomorrow we will be back at 10 a.m. with Masters, all 6 of them. So if you're over 40 and you got nothing to do at 10 a.m. on a Sunday, shoot me a message. We'll get you in the run order. Come out and have some fun with us. Young adults, got a couple spots left in that Sunday 12 o'clock if you want to hop on there. And then adults at 2 o'clock and elites. We gave ourselves plenty of time, so we will be running on time tomorrow. Patriots is a 4 o'clock start. If the elites still didn't run out their time, we probably would have gotten home by halftime. But the elites are going to run out, which is good. We're going to see some great big moves out of them tomorrow. So we'll catch you then. Until then, have a great evening. This is Nate Brosey signing off for Action Athletics.